Hello everyone, this is Muhammad HASAN. I welcome all of you with Islamic greetings. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. May the peace, mercy and blessings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala be upon all of you. Today in this video I will show you that how to design like Instagram login page by using HTML and CSS. On my screen you can see the the Instagram login page. This is the Instagram login page. Today we are gonna design this Instagram login page just using HTML and CSS. Previously I have already designed like an Instagram login page. Here it is. Look, this and this are both quite similar. So today I'm going to design this. So let's get started. So first of all we have to open a text editor where we will write down the HTML and CSS code. So to write down the HTML and CSS code, we will use the Visual Studio Code, this software. I mean this text editor. So let's open it. Yes. So this is the Visual Studio Code where we will write down the HTML and CSS code. So first of all, we have to click on File, then we have to click on New File because we have to take a new file. Then we will click again on File and click on Save, because we have to save the file and give it a name, and we have to choose a name and we will keep it that Instagram login page design. So we have kept the name as Instagram login page, and we have to change the CSS type. So we will keep it as HTML, because as it is HTML file, obviously the extension of this file will be .html. That's why we have chosen the CSS type as HTML. Then we have to choose a folder that where we want to keep the HTML file. So here we have a lot of folders. Any folder you want, you can choose it. I will choose this folder. Inside this folder I will choose this folder and I will save it. Alright, so now we have to write down the basic structure of HTML. To write down the basic structure of HTML, we have a shortcut if you are user of Visual Studio Code. So the shortcut is press Shift and 1, you will get this symbol, and then just press on Enter. Then it will automatically write down the basic structure of HTML. It will save about 2 or 3 minutes of your valuable time. So, but if you are a beginner, do not do it, because you need to write down the basic structure. It will be very helpful and practice for you. So then we have to change the title. So let's see what is the exact title. The exact title is login, then dot, then Instagram. So let's write down. So inside the title we will write down login, then we will write down a dot, then we will write down Instagram. So this is, so now we will save it and run the file. So to run the file we have to go to the folder where we have kept the HTML file. So we have kept our HTML file here and we have given it name as Instagram login page design. This is the file we want to run. So to run we have to right click on it. If you right click on it, then you will get an option that open with. So when we will mouse over on open with, then it will show you the browsers you have installed on your PC. So any browser you want, you can easily choose it. So I will choose the Google Chrome. So it will take a little bit time. So you can see that login.instagram. So here it is also written that login.instagram. But look at that. Inside the title bar, here you can see the Instagram logo. But here we do not have the Instagram logo. But now we want to add the Instagram logo on the title bar. So let's do it. to take the logo or picture inside the title bar, we need to take a tag, I mean HTML tag inside the head tag, and it is link tag. By using the link tag, we can easily add any logo, picture or photos, I mean not photos, I mean photo on the title bar. Let's see. And we want to add this kind of Instagram logo, so obviously you have to collect this logo. So I have already collected logo, and I have kept the logo inside a subfolder named image, and this is the logo, and we have given it a name. It is Instagram logo.png. So now we will add this picture. So what should we have to do? It is inside the link tag, you can see the rel attribute. So inside the rel attribute, we have to write down icon. Then inside the reference attribute, we have to write down the location of that logo, and we have to write down the name of the picture. So first of all, we have to write down the location. So the location is image, because our main directory is HTML CSS tutorial course. Inside this directory, we have created a subdirectory, and it is named image. So we have to write down the subdirectory name. It is image, then slash, then we have to write down the image name, and it is Instagram logo.png. Then we have to take another attribute, and it is type. Inside type, we will write down image slash gif slash png. So now if we run it, let's see what happened. Yes, now you can see the Instagram logo on our title bar. Now you can see this one and this one is quite similar. This is what we wanted. Now we have to move on to our next section. So you can see our this login page. We have some options like a login form, like phone number, username or email, and password option, and login button, then or login with Facebook, forget password, do not have an account, then sign up, then get the app, download on App Store, I mean the Apple App Store, and then get it on Google Play, and some hyperlinks like about, blogs, blog, jobs, help, API, privacy terms, top accounts, hashtags, locations, English. I mean from here you can easily change the language, I mean the language option. Then the copyright section, I mean copyright this symbol 2021 Instagram from Facebook. So this is what we have to design like this. So we will design section by section so that it will be easier for us to design. So let's do it. So first of all, what we will do, and first of all we will design this section. So to design this, we have to take a tag, it is div tag. So because we will use the div tag, because div tag will help us to create a section like this. So these totally make a section. Inside this section we have this Instagram picture, and then phone number, username, email, password, login, or then some options. So let's do it. So first of all, inside the body tag we will take a div tag, all right, and we will give it a ID name. It is div1. Why did we take ID name? Because when we will write down the CSS code for this div tag, obviously we have to identify it, because we will use so many div tag. That's why we have to give a unique name which can help us to identify this division tag. Then we have to take a picture, and it is like this. So obviously we have to collect the picture we need. We need to collect this picture, I mean the Instagram. So we have already collected this picture. So where it is, yes, this is the picture. So first of all we will add a picture like this. So we will take an image tag. Inside image tag source. Inside the source attribute, we have to write down the image directory and image name. Image directory means the subfolder we have written down. If you do not have subfolder, you can directly write down the image name. It will be easier for you. But we have used a subdirectory and its name is image. That's why we have to write down image, then giving a slash. We have to write down the picture name. The picture name is Instagram, just instagram.png, and we have to give image a name. It is, so we can give a ID name or class name. So we will write down that image1. So image1 means this tag, all right, because we need to use so many image tag. That's why we have given it a unique name to identify it easily. So now we will save it and run it, what we have write down so far. So you can see the Instagram, this logo. Yes, you can see it. So next we have to take this input field where we can write down a phone number, username or email, this option. So we have to take tag, input tag. By taking the input tag, we can easily make a text box like this, where we can write down a single line text box. So there is two type of text box. One is single line text box, another is multiple line text box. But input tag uses to make the single line text box. So as it is single line text box, we can't break the line. That's why we will take the input tag and we will give type as text, and we will write down the name attribute and we will give it a name. It is username. So name attribute is very important when we want to connect the HTML form with the PHP. That time it is very important. All right, so to connect the PHP, obviously we have to take this input this tag inside a form tag. All right, without form tag we can connect it with the PHP. That's why form tag is very important. Then we have to write down the method where we have to take post or get. All right, so no need to do that right now, just we have kept the form tag. Then we will take this input tag. So what we have done already, so save it and run it. Yes, now you can see the text box, but look at this text box. In this text box you can see a placeholder. What is placeholder? Placeholder means the message you can see from the text box. Yes, you can see that phone number, then comma, username, comma or email. This is the message, I mean the light message, you can see it. So to take this kind of message you have to use a attribute and its name is a placeholder. So inside the placeholder we have to write down this phone number, username, comma or email. So let's write it. Phone number, yes, then we have to write down username, yes, then or email. Now if we save it and run it, let's see. Yes, now you can see that phone number, email, phone number, username and email. But you can't see the email because we didn't take any width of this text box, so we have to take it. So now we will design this section by using the CSS. Yes, so now we will design it like this. So now we have to go to the CSS section. Yes, there are three types of CSS. I mean there are three types of writing the CSS codes. One is external CSS, number two internal CSS, and number three inline CSS. External CSS means when we take external CSS file, then we write down the CSS code, then we add the CSS file with the HTML file that we need. But for internal CSS we do not need to create external CSS file. We can just write down the CSS code inside that existing HTML file. I mean like this. Now we will take the internal CSS like this. So we have to take a style tag inside the head attribute. So inside this style tag, we will write down the CSS code. Yes. So first of all, we have to design this section. I mean like this section like this, and we will take a border, and then we will give a background name, and we will design totally like this. So let's do it. So first of all, we will take the CSS selector, I mean this body selector, because we will change the whole body, because now you can see this login page has a body color. I mean you can see a different body color. So now we will take the total body's background color, and it is hash fa. Yes, this is the color code. So now if we save it and run it, let's see. Yes, now maybe you can see some differences. Yes, and now we will take the default margin 0 pixel, and we will take default padding, it also 0 pixel. So if we take the default margin and padding 0 pixel, there will be no default gap. Yes, margin and padding used to make or create some gaps inside the page. Yes, now you can see the default gap is 0. That's why here we do not have any gap. Yes, now we have to design the total division tag, and we have given it a name is div1. Yes, so now we will design the div1. That's why we have to write down like this, hash div1, because it is id selector. To write down the id selector, we have to write down like this, hash div1. So now we will give it a width, and it is 450 pixel. Now we will take a border, because we want to create a border like this. So we have to take the border property, and the value of this border is 1 pixel. 1 pixel means 1 pixel density. I mean the density will be 1 pixel, and this border will be solid, and color of this border is hash ddd. Yes, this color. So now we will save it and run it. Yes, now you can see the border. Now we have to take the padding, because you can see inside the border there is no gap between the text box. It is just no gap, I mean 0 gap. There is no distance between this section and with the border. So we have to take a gap. So to take a gap, we have to write down this padding attribute, this padding property, and we will give it a value, and it is 20 pixel. Yes, now you can see a huge gap. All right, and we have to take this section middle of this page, but you can see this section is just left side of this page. We have to take this section to the middle. So to take it this section into middle, we have to take this property margin left, and we will give it a value. It is 510 pixel. Yes, now you can see it is on the middle. Now you can see that the background color of this section is white, but here it is the different color. So we will take the background color, and it is hash if. This is the color code. You can also write down the direct color name, like you can write down the white color, black, blue, yellow, etc. Or you can use the color code, and the color code consists hash and 6 character. I mean, it can be number or any letters. Now if we save it, now you can see the background color is set. So now you can see that this section has a little bit gap from the top, but this section has no gap between top and this border. So we have to take a gap from the top. So we have to take margin top, these properties, and we will take about 20 pixel. So now you can see the gap. Yes, it is okay. So now we have to design some other section. Yes, now you can see the Instagram, this picture and this picture. Yes, this Instagram, this logo is little bit little, it is little in size, but our picture is very long, very tall. So we have to make it small like this. So we have to design this image, and we have given it a name is image1. So hash image1. Then we will take the width of this picture, it is 300 pixel. So now if we save it, now you can see this picture is very small in size. Now we have to take this picture the middle of this section like this. So we will take a property, it is CSS property, it is margin left, and we will give it a value 70 pixel. Now you can see it is middle of this section. Yes. So now we have to move on to the text box. All right. So now next text box will be for the password. So password text box is different from the other text box, because when we will write something on the password, this section, this text box, the text will be hidden like this. So but here it will show us what we are writing, but inside the password, this section, it will be hidden. So we have to take another text box to write down the password. So we will take a line break, then we will write down the input tag again, but here we will set the type as password. Yes, then we will give it a name, it is password. Then we will write down the placeholder. Here it is written that password, so we will write it on the placeholder password. Yes. So now we will save it and run it. Yes, you can see the text box. Yes, but you can see another thing, it is, so now if we write something on the password, you can see that it is hiding, it is not showing what we are writing. So now we will design it like this. So we have to give this input tag a name, it is ID. So we will write down that username, and we will give it another name, it is password. So now you can see here the both text box are same in design. So what we will do like this, hash username comma hash password. So what did we do it? Because password, because both are same design, that's why we are writing the CSS code together. So first of all, we will take both of them, both of their width, and we will take the width property, and it is 350 pixel. So now you can see this is very long, but it is not working. Why? Maybe we have made a mistake. ID password. Oh yes, we have made a mistake, we have added extra O. So now if we save it and let's run, yes, now you can see the text box are very long. Yes, like this. but we have to make the height like this. So you can see that huge little bit gap between two text box, but here we do not have any gap between the two text box. That's why we have to take the margin top. So if we take the margin top 10 pixel, let's see what happened. Yes, you can see a little bit gap between two text boxes. Yes, now we have to take this border like this. Here you can see that border color is little bit different, like a little bit brown, but here you can see our border color is black. So now we have to change the border color. So now we will take the border, this property, and here we will write down the 1 pixel. It means the density of the border will be 1 pixel, and the border type will be solid, and the color of the border is hash db. So this means the color code of this border color. So now if we save it and run it, let's see. Now you can see the border color has been changed, but now you can see that placeholder are little bit bigger than the placeholder we have, and this placeholder is little bit gap in left side and top side and bottom side, but here we do not have much gap from the top, bottom and left. So to make gap from the top, bottom, left, we have to take the property, it is padding. So we can take the padding. So first of all we will write down 13 pixel. It means it will take about 13 pixel from top, bottom, right, everywhere. So now you can see this is almost like this. So now we have to change the font size of this placeholder. So we will take the font size, these properties, and we will set 16 pixel, but you can write down or set any kind of any values according to your need. All right, so now you can see the placeholder are bigger in size, like this. So it is a little bit very close to each other. We will take a little bit gap, so we will take a space. Now if we run it, let's see. Yes, now it is almost fine. Yes, now you can see that this text box has a little bit this text box has a background color like this. So we have to change the background color of this text box. So we will write down, we will take the background color, these properties, and we will set hash fa. Yes, this background color. So now if we save it, let's see. Yes, now you can see the background color has been changed. Now we have to make little bit space from the left like this. You can see the text box are little bit gap from the left, but we do not have much gap like this. So we have to take some gap. So we will take the margin left, this property, and we will set 40 pixel. So what it will be doing, it is, yes, you can see it took about 40 pixel gap from the from left. Now you can see another thing, that we do not have much gap from this Instagram, this logo, but here it is much gap from this Instagram, this logo, I mean this picture and this text box. So to make a gap, we have to take another properties, and it is margin top. Margin top means it will make gap from the top. All right, so we will take we can do another thing. From this we can take margin bottom, and we can take about 50 pixel. Let's see. Yes, now you can see the huge gap from this picture and the text box, but we have taken so many gap, but we need to just take a little bit gap like this. So we will take about 30 pixel. Let's see, now it is almost perfect, this one and this one. Yes, we can take about 25 pixel. Yes, so now it is almost fine. So we have to make our border like this. It is little bit circular shape in both four sides. So we have to take another property. It is border radius. These properties will help you to make little bit circular shape everywhere, I mean the four side of your border. And I will take about 4 pixel. Now you can see a little bit circular shape, four side of the border. Now you can see the changes. So now compare this one and this one. These are almost similar, but if you practice more, you can do more better than me. So now we have to move on our next. Yes, background color radius. Yes, so now we have to take a button like this, I mean this login button. To make this button, we can use something. It is there are two ways to make button. One is we can take the button tag, and another thing is we can take the input tag, but inside input tag we will change the type, and we will set the type as submit. So let's see. So now we will take input tag, but we have to change the type name. It is submit. When we will write down the type as submit, then it will be a button. Now we have to give it a name, and it is submit. Then we have to give it a value. Value means whatever we will write down on value, it will show us on the button, inside the button. Here it is written that log in. So we will write down log in. So now if we save and run, let's see. Yes, now you can see the login button is here. So we have to design it like this, and here we will take line break. Yes, so now we have to design it like this. So now we have to give this button some name, and it is ID. It is login button. Yes, so now we have give this button name. It is login button. So hash login button. Now we will write down the CSS code for this button. As we have given it a name login button, that's why we to identify we have written the name hash login button, because we have taken the ID, that's we have taken hash. If we taken class, if we took class, then we had to write down that login button like this, but we have taken the ID, that's why we will take hash before this ID name. So now we will write down the CSS code for this button. So first of all, we have to take the width like this. So we have to take the width, this property, and we will take about 374 pixel. Now you can see our button is very bigger, but you can see that button is not the same line on the text box. We have to take it on the same line like this. So we will take the margin left, this property. Margin left will help us to set it like this. So it will just move it from here and it will move it from left to right according to our value. So we will take margin left as margin left, it is 40 pixel. So now it will move about 40 pixel from left to right. Yes, now you can see they are both in same line. Yes, but now we have to take the space. So to take space we have to write down margin top, because we want to take space from top. So we will give it a value and it is 10 pixel. So now you can see, yes, little bit gap, but we need to gap like this. So we will take about 30 pixel. So 30 pixel made huge gap, we will take just 20 pixel. Yes, now you can see this gap is perfect like this. So now we have to change the background color of this button. So we have to take the background color, this property, and we will give the color code, and it is B2 DFFC. Now let's see. Now you can see that the background color has been changed. Now we have to change the border color, the border color. So the border color here, it is black, but we have to change and we have to make the same color like the background color. So we will take the border color 1 pixel solid, and we will take the same color as we taken on the background, and it is hash B2 DFFC. So now we have to save it. Yes, now you can see the both are same color. Now we have to make it large like this. So we can do another thing. You can see that it has a little gap from the top and the bottom, but here it is a little bit more gap from the top and bottom. So we have to take this padding property. So we will take padding it about 8 pixel. Now you can see the gap. Yes, and we have to make the login. This button name is little bit bigger like this. So we will take the font size, this property, it is 19 pixel. Yes, now you can see this login button name, but this button name here it is white in color, but here it is black color. So we have to change the color. So we will take this color property and we will write down this white. Yes, now you can see the login. So now compare each other. Yes, here it is some circular shape in four sides, left, right, top, bottom, everywhere. A little bit circular shape in four sides. So to take the circular shape, we have to take the border radius, these properties, and we will give the border properties value. Border radius, it is about 4 to 5 pixels. So I will take 4 pixel and let's see the result. Yes, you can see a little bit circular shape, but you can see the this login button is little bit smaller above of this text box. So we have to increase the width of this button. So we will take this. Yes, now you can see they are both similar in size. So now you can see this is complete. So now we have to take this option, or, and just here you can see a straight line just left of or, and right of or you can see another straight line. So to do this we have to take some tag like this. So now we will write HASAN tag. It will help us to get a straight line. Now let's see. Yes, now you can see the straight line. Now we will write down this option, I mean this or. So we will take this label tag, and inside label tag we will write down or, and then we have to take another HR. This HASAN tag will help you to take the straight line. Now you can see another straight line. So now we have to design this like this one. So we will give it a name to identify. So ID, it is HASAN1, and here we will give a ID name, it is label 1, and here we will write down another ID name, it is HASAN2. Now we have to design inside the CSS. So first of all we will take the HASAN1. So let's do it. So at first we will take hash HASAN1. So inside it we will take the float left. We are taking float left because we have to keep it right side, I mean this, like this. So we have kept the float left. Then we will set the width, it's about 150 pixel. Let's see. Yes, now you can see it is almost like this. And now we have to change the next one. So we will take another HASAN2, then float left, then width 150 pixel. Let's see. Yes, but we have to take the or middle of both two straight line. So we have to take hash label 1. Label 1 means this option, I mean this or. Label 1 represent this or. So we will write down this float left. Now you can see it is almost like this. So now we have to make some space to make it, I mean make it like this. So let's do it. Yes, so first of all we will yes, here it is, margin left. We are taking margin left 40 pixel. So what it will do, it will make a gap about 40 pixel from left to right. Let's see. Yes, now it is on the label, but now we have to make gap from left to right. So here we will write down that margin left 13 pixel, and we will take margin right, it is also 13 pixel. So now it will make 13 pixel gap from left and right both side. Yes, now you can see. So now we have to do another thing, it is we have to make gap between this section and this login button like this. So we have to take that margin bottom about 20 pixel. Now you can see if I run it, it will make a little bit gap from this to this. Yes, now you can see huge gap between this login button and this or, this option. Yes, now we have to design this one like this. So inside HASAN1 what we have to do, So first of all, we will write down the label 1. It is font size. We have to change the font size. It is 18 pixel. Now you can see the change. Yes, it is. Now it is bigger in size. Now we have to change the color of it. So we will take the color property. It is hash 8e 8e. Yes, now you can see this color is almost similar to this one. So now we have to change another thing. It is, you can see this straight line is almost parallel to this login button, and it is almost the same line, but here it is little bit gap. So we have to change the width. It is 160 and it is 160. Now you can see, yes, now it is on the label. So now we have to change the color of this straight line. So to change the color, we have to find out the color name. So by using this color picker, we can easily find out the color, and it is background color. So now you can see the change. Yes, you can see the change. And we will take the opacity. We will take the opacity to make it little bit light. It is about 0.7, and you can see the changes like this. So if we just no need to change the opacity, it is enough. Yes, if we do not take the border, no problem, just keep as it is, no problem. Yes, it is perfect. Yes, so now we have to move on to write down the next section. It is login with Facebook. So it is hyperlink. When we'll click on login with Facebook, so it will take us to the Facebook page. So obviously it is a hyperlink. So what we have to do, it is we have to take a tag, and it is a tag. So a tag is used to take the hyperlink. All right, so what can we do right now? We have to take this break tag, and then we will take a tag. Inside a tag inside a tag we will take the icon. So to take icon, we need to add this link inside. সো আমরা এখন আইকন অ্যাড করতে চাচ্ছি। তো আইকন অ্যাড করার জন্য আমাদের এই লিঙ্কটা অবশ্যই হেড সেকশনে আমাদেরকে অ্যাড করতে হবে। অলরাইট, সো নাও we will take the icon. So to take icon, we have to write down the I tag, and inside the I tag we have to write down the class name of this icon, and it is hyphen Facebook. Yes, now if you run it, let's see. Yes, now you can see the Facebook icon. All right, yes, now you can see the Facebook icon, and it is hyperlink. Now we have to write down another thing, and it is login with Facebook. So we can do another thing, and it is login with Facebook. So here we will write login with Facebook. book. Yes, log in with Facebook. So let's do it. Yes, now you can see that login with Facebook. So it is perfect, but we can do another thing, that we will cut it. No need to take it inside the I tag, because we have to shape it like this. So we can do another thing. Inside a tag we will take another a tag. So both tag reference will be same. It is hash, or the URL you need to use, because when we will write down, when we will press on the login with Facebook, so it will take us to the page which will help us to log in by using Facebook. So here we will use the same address, that when we will click on it, so both here and here it will take us to the same address and same destination. So now here we will write down this. Now you can see what happened. Yes, login with Facebook. So now we have to design it like this. So we will give it a name. It is hash, ID. It is so we will give it name. It is A1, and then we will give it another name. It is ID A2. So first of all we will design for A1, then we will design gradually. So first of all we will design this Facebook icon like this. So we have to take dot fa Facebook. So inside it we have to write take the background color. Here you can see almost dark blue background color. So background color, this property, inside this property we have to take the background color. So hash 364F83. so this color. Now if we run it, let's see what happened. Yes, you can see the background color, but you can see the icon, because the icon and background color both are similar. So we have to change the color property, and it is icon color, and we will take it as white. So now if we run it, let's see. Yes, now you can see our Facebook icon, but it is very tight and very close to each other from the border. So we have to take a little bit gap, so it will be really easier for us to understand. All right, so what we will do, so now we will take the padding. So padding will help us to solve this problem, and it will make us like this. So we will take the padding property, and it is we have to take the padding in 4 sides. So first of all we have to take the padding left. It is padding top 3 pixel, and 4 pixel means padding right, and 0 pixel it means padding bottom, and 4 pixel it means padding left. So let's see. Yes, you can see the result, and it is perfect. And now we have to take the font size. It is 12 pixel. Yes, now you can see the result. So this one and this one almost same, but our icon is little bit larger, so we will take about 20 pixel, and it will be perfect for us. Yes, this one and this one, it is almost perfect. So now we have to make a gap from left. So we have to take margin left, this property, margin left, this property. It will help us to make a gap from left, and it will take about left to right, so according to our values. So we will take about 100 pixel, so it will move. So now if I run it, it will move about 10 pixel from left to right. Let's see. Yes, now you can see it has been moved from left to right about 10 pixel distance from here. Yes, it is almost same. Yes, so now uh, we have to do another thing, and it is float left. Float left means we will take it a position and we will take it on the left position. Yes, so now we have to design this option, I mean login with Facebook. So both we have to design it like this. So we have kept it here, and it is hash, I mean ID A2. So for A2 we have to write down the CSS code, so let's do it. So as it is ID, so we have to write down ID name like this, A2. So here we will write down, so you can see the text decoration, it is underline. So underline inside the login with Facebook. So we have to remove the underline like this. So we have to take a properties, and it is text decoration, and we will set it none. So it will help us to remove the underline. So you can see there is no underline. So another thing, you can see that little bit gap between this icon and login with Facebook, this text. But here it is, here we do not have much gap from the icon and from login with Facebook, this text. So we have to make a gap. So we will take margin left, these properties, and we will take about 5 pixels, and we will make a little bit gap from it. But it is not enough because it is more gap. So we will take about 10 pixel. So it will make about 10 pixel gap. It is almost all right. So next work we have to do is font size. We have to increase the font size. You can see this font size is little bit larger than it. So we have to enlarge the font size. So we will take the font size is about 22 pixel. So now if we run it, let's see. Yes, now it is very bigger in size. You can see that. So what can we do? We have to change the color. So this color and this color both different. So we have to change the color. So we will take the color property and we will write down the color code, and it is hash 85. So obviously you have to know the perfect color code, because it is if you write down the color name, it won't be happen because it is different color code. Yes, now you can see login with Facebook, and this option is almost same, but we can do another thing, and it is font weight. So if we take the font weight, it will make us very deep in color, and we will take bold. So you can see, so this design and this design are almost same, but here we have a lot of gap. So what can we do? We can take another break tag, and it will make a huge gap. So now this design and this design almost same, but it is little bit more gap from it. So what can we do? We can do another thing. It is we will change the margin left size. It is 120 pixel. So it will make, yes, now this design and this design is almost same, but maybe our font size is much larger than it. So we will decrease our font size. So we will take our font size is 20 pixel. I think this will be perfect. Yes, so now this one and this one almost same, but 21 pixel will be perfect. Yes, so you can see this design and this design is almost same. Now we have to next move on to the forgot password, this section. So when you forget the password, then you press this option, that forget password, then it will help you to recover the password and some confirmation. So obviously this is also a hyperlink. So when you click on the forgot password, this option, it will take you to the forgot password, this page. So we will take another hyperlink. It is A. And so before it we have to take a line break, otherwise both will be on the same line, but we do not want it. And inside the reference, what you have to do, when we will click on forgot password page, so you have to write down the forgot password page link here. So right now we do not have it, so I will keep it as hash, so that when we'll click on it, it will keep us on the same page. So we have to write down this option, I mean forgot password. So let's write forgot password. So let's check the spelling. Yes, forgot password. Yes, it is almost correct. And we have to give it ID name. It is A3. So by using the ID name, we will design it. So let's see. Yes, forgot password. Now we will design it like this. So you can see it is very little bit less gap. So to make gap, we have to take another line breaker. It is BR. Yes, now if we save it, let's see, it is huge line gap like this. So now we have to design it like this. So let's write down the CSS code. So it name is A3. So hash A3. So inside hash A3, we will first of all, we have to remove the underline. So to remove the underline, we have to take these properties. It is text decoration. So we will keep it as none. You can see the underline is removed. All right. So now we have to change the color. So you can see the color. It is little bit very light color. It is nor it is black nor it is blue. It is little bit different color. So we have to change the color. So we will take the color properties, and it is hash 0037 6B. Yes, now if we save it, let's see what is the color. Yes, you can see the color, but it is not the perfect we want. So we can do another thing. So we will change the opacity 0.7. If we set the opacity less than 1, so the color and the display, it will be little bit light. All right, now if I run it, let's see, it is very light because we have kept the opacity size very less than 1. So now we have to put it just under it. So we have to do it. So we will take margin left. So we will take the margin left. It's about 160 pixel. So now if I run it, let's see, it's just below the login with Facebook. Yes. So now you can see both are similar, but we have to change the font size because it is very small size. So we have to change the font size. So let's take the font size, this attribute, this property. So we will take the font size as about 17 pixel. So let's see. Yes, now it is little bit bigger size. So this one and this one is almost same. You can see. Yes. Now you can see both are very similar, and you can see this option and this option very similar. So now this section design is complete. Now we have to move on to this section, and it is do not have an account, then sign up. Okay, so when we do not have any account, then we have to create an account, I mean sign up. So then we have to make this section. All right, to make this section we have to get out from the div1. So now we will take another div tag. Div tag helps us to create a section because it is div tag and its full meaning is division. It will help us to make a section, or I mean a division. So we will give it ID name, and it is div2. All right, so inside div tag, what we have to do is we have to take a label, and here and the name is do not have an account. So we have to take a label tag where we will write a text, and it is do not have an account. So let's copy it, and I will paste it over here, and we will give it a name, and it is label. We have already taken a label tag, so we will give it a name label2. And then we have to take another hyperlink when it is sign up. So when we will click on sign up, it will take us to the sign up page. All right, so obviously it is a hyperlink help us to roam from it helps us to move from one page to another. When we will click on sign up, so then it will take us to the sign up page. So this is the hyperlink. So we have to take a tag. So inside the a tag we have to write down that sign up. Yes, we have written. So when we will click on sign up, so where it will go? It will go the page, the link we will paste inside the href. Okay, so the link we have to give the address name. Okay, so we do not have any address, so we will give hashtag. So now if we save it, let's see what happened. Yes, you can see do not have an account and sign up, this option. So when we will click on sign up, it will take us to the sign up page. When we will give the address of sign up page inside the href. Okay, so now we have to design it. So we have to design it like this. So it is also a section. So now we have to design the div2. So now I am moving on to the div2. So let's do it. So now we will design div2. So hash div2. Yes, now we will take a border. It is 1 pixel solid hash. It is the border color. So 1 pixel means the density of the border will be 1 pixel, and solid means the type of the border. There are some types of border like dotted. Dotted means the border will be like dot dot dot. There will be no solid straight line. And solid means this border will be totally solid straight line. There will be no gap between this border. And this one is the border color. So now if we run it, let's see. Yes, you can see the border, and this border has taken about whole pages, whole 100% width, because we do not because we didn't set any default width. So now we will set the width, and we will set the width as 450 pixel. Let's see what happened. Yes, now you can see the width is perfect. So we have to move it from here to here, just below this section, this login section. So we have to take the margin left, this property, and it is about 510 pixel. Let's see, it will be situated inside just below the upper section. All right, so now we have to take some padding. It will help us to make gap inside this border, because you can see there is no gap between left, top and bottom. So to make gap between left among the this left side and top side and bottom side, so we will take this padding. So 25 pixel, it means it will help us to make gap from everywhere, because we have set just 25. Yes, you can see it is 25, but it is, then we will take 22 pixel, 25 pixel, then 22 pixel. It means 25 pixel means it will make gap 25 pixel from the top, and 20 pixel from left, right, and 25 pixel from the bottom, and 22 pixel from the left. Yes, now you can see, and you can see that there is no gap between the top border and from the left border, the bottom border from the upper section. So we have to make gap between this section and the upper section. So we have to take that margin top. So margin top is about 24 pixel. Let's see. Yes, you can see a gap. So now yes, we have taken more gaps, so 14 pixel will be enough for us. Yes, now this gap and this gap is almost similar, but here you can see that white background color, but here it is different background color. So we have to change the background color of this section. So we have to write down the background color, this property, and we will set the background color eta holo 6F. So it will make the white background color. Yes, now you can see the white background color. Yes, now this and this almost similar. Now we have to increase the font size of this text. I mean, they do not have an account. So this do not have an account, it means level 2. So we will write down the code for level 2, and it is font size. So at first we will change the font size, and it is 21 pixel. Let's see what happened. Yes, 21 pixel. This font size is almost similar to this, and then we have to write down another thing. You can see this is situated in left, but we have to shift it from left to about middle of this section. So we have to take the margin left, these properties, and we will take about 90 pixel margin left. Let's see. Yes, you can see the middle of this page. So do not have an account. All right, now it is done. So now we have to move on to design the sign up, this option. So we have written the sign up inside the A tag, and we have to give it a name, and it is A4 because we have already A3. So obviously we have to give the ID name very uniquely, because if you want to write down the unique code, that's why. So now we will write down the A4. So now at first we will remove the underline. So we have to take text decoration, this option, and we will set none. Now you can see there is no underline. Yes, now you can see that color has been color is different. Here this color is very different. So both color is different, but we have to make this color like this. So we will take the color property, and it is hash 0095 F6. Yes, you can see the color has been changed. Then we have to increase the font size. So we will take the font size, this property, and we will take the font size about 20 pixel. Let's see. Yes, now it is very big in size, and we have to, now you can see this is very deep in color, I mean bold. The font size is bold, and this is very light. So we can take another property, it is font weight, and we will set bold. So now if we run it, let's see, sign up. Now it is very perfect size, and we can do another thing. You can see a little bit gap from left, but here it is not much gap from left. So we can take margin left, it's about 3 pixel. Now you can see a little bit gap, no problem. Now we can do another thing, it is opacity about 0.9. so you can see it is little bit light color like this. So now you can see this section is complete. So now we have to move on to the next section, it is get the app, download on App Store and get it on Google Play. So we will move on to this section. So what can we do right now? So now we have to write down this section, and it is get the app, this option. So let's do it. So now we will write down another div, this property, and we will give it a name id, and it is div3, because we have already taken two div. It is div1 and it is div2. So inside div1 we have to take a paragraph tag, because we are going to write down this, get the app. So we will copy it and we will take a p tag. Inside p tag we will paste it, and we have to give the p tag a name, and it is p1. All right, so now let's see, is p. So now we have to move it from left to the middle of this page like this. So we have to take hash div3, and it is margin left 5 pixel. Yes, like this. So this is done, but we can do another thing. And now we have to change the color of get this app like this. So we have to take hash p1. So we have to change the font size. So let's change the font size, and it is font size 20 pixel. Let's see. Yes, now it is 20 pixel. Now we have to set middle of it. So margin left 150 pixel. Yes, now it is situated almost. Yes, let's see. No, it is not the middle. So now if we take 200 pixel, now you can see it is middle of this. Now you can see this get on get the app. It is perfect. So it is almost done. Yes, now we have to change the color of it. So to change the color, p1, we have to take the color, this property. So we have to take hash 3a, then 3a. Yes, now you can see the color has been changed. Yes, little bit. Next we have to yes, now we have to take this option, download on App Store and get it on Google. So it is another section. So now we will design that first, the App Store. So then we will take another section. So now we will take, so it is a hyperlink. So when we'll click on this, it will take us to the Google App Store. Sorry, it is the Apple App Store. So we have to take a tag. So inside a tag we have to take I tag. It is for the icon. So we have to take an icon of Apple. So let's do it. So we have to write down the class name. It is fa apple. Let's run it and let's see what happened. Yes, now you can see the Apple icon. Yes, it is done. So then we have to write down this option, download on App Store. So to do this, we will take a tag. It is label tag. Then we will write down download on the. So then we have to take a break tag. Then we will take a b tag. Inside b tag we will write down app store, app store. So now you can see that, yes, app on the download on App Store. Download on the App Store. Now this section is almost done. Now we have to design it like this. So we have to give it a name. So it is ID A5, and we have to give another name. It is label 3. So now let's design it. So to design it, first of all, we have to write down at first hash A5. Hash A5 means this whole section, and this section we will write down background color black. So now you can see the the background color. So let's take width, it is 200 pixel, and then we will take border radius 8 pixel. Oh, sorry, I have made a mistake to write down this color name. Now you can see, yes, now you can see the color. And we have to write down the hash because we don't want to add any link. So now we have to do another thing, and it is yes, now you can see the we have to design it like this. So we have to make some change, and it is, so now we have to write down icon fa apple. So now we will write down the color, it is white, then font size 40 pixel. So it is white, so we can take the height, it is 40 pixel. Yes, you can see. তো আপনারা দেখতে পাচ্ছেন যে এখানে এরকম একটা সেকশন আছে। তো তারপরে তো আমরা এই সেকশনটা এখন তৈরি করতে চাচ্ছি। তো আপনারা দেখতে পাচ্ছেন যে এখানে আমাদের সেই সেকশনটা একদম পারফেক্ট হয়নি। তো এটা পারফেক্ট করার জন্য আমাদের কিছু কাজ করতে হবে। তো সেটা হলো, এখানে দেখুন আমরা A5 নিয়েছি, তার ভেতরে অ্যাপেল এটা নিয়েছি, ডাউনলোড অন অ্যাপ স্টোর লেবেল, আচ্ছা এটাও ঠিকভাবে করেছি। তো এখানে আমাদের সমস্যা হলো, এখানে আমরা যদি আরেকটু বাড়িয়ে দিই, ধরুন 250 পিক্সেল করে দিই, তবুও আমাদের একটু সমস্যা কেন হচ্ছে। আচ্ছা আমি একটু দেখি। আচ্ছা আচ্ছা আচ্ছা, এখানে আমরা আচ্ছা এখানে আমরা 5 পিক্সেল উইথ ব্যাকগ্রাউন্ড, তো আমরা এটাকে ঠিক এটার মতো করতে চাচ্ছি। তো এই জন্য আমাদের যে কাজ করতে হবে সেটা হলো, আমরা A5 নিলাম, A5-এর আমরা এখানে A5-এর প্রথমে ব্যাকগ্রাউন্ড কালার সেট করে দিলাম, সেটা হলো ব্ল্যাক, বাট এটার ব্ল্যাকটা একটু অন্যরকম আসছে। তো আমরা আরেকটা কাজ করি, সেটা হলো এখানে আমরা এই যে বি ট্যাগ নিলাম, এই বি ট্যাগের ভেতরে আমাদের একটু চেঞ্জ করতে হবে, এবং সেটা হলো বি, এখানে আমরা স্টাইল, তো স্টাইলে গিয়ে আমরা ফন্ট সাইজ 20 পিক্সেল করে দিচ্ছি। আচ্ছা, তো আমরা এটাকে আরেকভাবে করতে পারি, সেটা হলো আমরা এটা এভাবে না নিয়ে যদি আমরা আচ্ছা আমরা A5, তাই না? তো আমাদের ভিডিওটা দেখতে দেখতে কিন্তু অনেক বড় হয়ে গেছে, তো আমাদের একটু মিস্টেক হচ্ছে। তো সেই মিস্টেকটা হলো, আমরা A5, আচ্ছা পি ট্যাগ, এ ট্যাগ, আচ্ছা এখানে মার্জিন লেফট, আচ্ছা আমরা এই ডিভ, এই ট্যাগের আমাদের কোনো দরকার নেই। এই ডিভটা যদি কেটে দিই তাহলে দেখুন কি হয়। তাহলে হচ্ছে না। তো আমরা এখানে সরি, তো আমরা এখানে আরেকটা কাজ করি, সেটা হলো এই আরেকটা পি ট্যাগ নিই। পি ট্যাগের ভেতরে আমরা একটা কাজ করি, সেটা হলো আমরা সো ফার্স্ট অফ অল উই উইল টেক এ ট্যাগ, I mean I tag, it will, and it is, so we will give it a class name, and it is fa apple, apple. So now you can see yes, but yes, so I class fa apple. Yes, so we had set the white color, that's why we can see the color. Yes, this apple. Now we have to write down the download on the, so we will take another label tag, and it is download on the. Yes, now you could see the download on the, and we have to write down its name, and it is label 3, because we have already taken the label 2. So fonts, we have given a font size, and we have to give in the float, and it is left. So float left, and we have to write down the download on the. So now next what I have to do, and it is we have to take yes. So but here we have a problem. Yes, we can take another label, and it is app store, but we have to take the line break. So let's see. Yes, download on the app store. So now we have to design it. So we will give it an ID, and it is p2. So now we will design p1. We have designed a p1. So now we will design the p2, hash p2. So we are just removing this, and first of all we will give it a background color, and it is black. Now you can see the black, but we have to give it a width, and it is about 200 pixel. So let's see. So it's about 200 pixel, but we can't see anything because we didn't set any color. So Apple, the Apple icon, we have to set the color, and it is white. So let's see. You can see the white color like this. Now we have to change the color of this. So we have to give it an ID name. তো আমরা একটা আইডি নেম দিচ্ছি, এটা হলো লেভেল 4। তো প্রথমেই আমি যে কাজ করব সেটা হলো হ্যাশ লেভেল 3। এটার জন্য আমি কালার যেটা সেট করব সেটা হলো হোয়াইট। তো আমি সেই হোয়াইট কালারটা সেট করলাম। তো দেখুন আমাদের এটা চলে আসলো ডাউনলোড অন দা। So then we have to change the color of this app store. So here you can see the app store. So to change the color of the app store, we have to write down label 4, and we have to set the color. It is white. Yes, you can see it is white color, but the app store, this text is very big in size like this. So we have to set the font size. So font size about 20 pixel. So you can see this font size is about 20, and we have to set the font weight as bold. So আমরা এর ফন্ট সাইজটা বোল্ড করে দিচ্ছি। তো অ্যাপ স্টোর আমরা চাইলে এর সাইজটা আর একটু বাড়াতে পারি। তো আমি ধরুন এটা 23 পিক্সেল করে দিচ্ছি। তো এটা অলমোস্ট ঠিক আছে। তারপরে আরেকটা বিষয় দেখুন, এখানে ডাউনলোড অন দ্য অ্যাপ স্টোর এটা একটু গ্যাপ আছে। তো আমি আরেকটু কাজ করি গ্যাপ তৈরি করার জন্য। তো এখানে আমি মার্জিন লেফট এটা ধরুন আমি 5 পিক্সেল, উই উইল ইউজ 5 পিক্সেল অ্যাজ দ্য মার্জিন লেফট। সো ইউ ক্যান সি নো। তো আমাদের আরও একটু বাড়াতে হবে 25 পিক্সেল। তো তাহলে দেখুন এটা অনেকটা বেড়ে গেল। তো এখানে আমরা 25 পিক্সেল ইউজ করব, যে মার্জিন লেফট 25 পিক্সেল। সো লেটস সি। তো এবার দেখতে পাচ্ছেন আমাদের এটা অলমোস্ট হয়ে গেল। তো তারপরে আমাদের আরেকটু কাজ, সেটা হলো এখানে দেখুন চারিদিকে একটা বৃত্তাকার শেপ। তো এখানে বৃত্তাকার শেপ একটু আনতে চাচ্ছি চারিদিকে। তো এই জন্য আমাদের যে কাজ করতে হবে সেটা হলো বর্ডার রেডিয়াস, এটা আমাদের একটু চেঞ্জ করতে হবে। ধরুন 5 পিক্সেল ইউজ করলাম। তো আপনারা দেখুন একটু বৃত্তাকার শেপ। দেখুন মাঝে আমাদের মানে এখানে গ্যাপ একটু কম। তো এই গ্যাপ তৈরি করার জন্য আমরা প্যাডিং ইউজ করতে পারি। তো প্যাডিং ধরুন আমি 5 পিক্সেল ইউজ করলাম। তো এবার যদি আমি সেভ করে রান করি, তো দেখুন তো আমাদের এটা কিন্তু অলমোস্ট হয়ে গেছে। বাট এটা আমাদের কিন্তু হয়নি, আমাদের একটু কাজ বাকি। সেটা হলো এখানে যখন আমরা ক্লিক করব তখন কিন্তু আমাদের এই গুগল অ্যাপ স্টোরে চলে যাবে। বাট এখানে ক্লিক করলে আমাদের ক্লিক করলে কিন্তু যাবে না। তো এই জন্য আমাদের একটু কাজ বাকি। তো এই সব কিছু আমরা একটা এ ট্যাগের ভেতরে রাখবো এবং এর হ্যাশ দিচ্ছি এবং এর ভেতরে আমি এটা রাখলাম। তো এবার যদি আমি সেভ করে রান করি তো দেখুন তো এখানে আমি আরেকটু কাজ করতে পারি। তো ধরুন এগুলো আমি কেটে আরেকটা এ ট্যাগের ভেতরে রাখলাম, তো এখানে হ্যাশ দিয়ে দিচ্ছি, তো তারপরে এগুলো এভাবে রাখলাম। তো এবার যদি আমি সেভ করে রান করি তো দেখুন এটাতেও ক্লিক হচ্ছে না। না আচ্ছা, এখানে ক্লিক হচ্ছে না। আচ্ছা, তো আমরা একটা কাজ করি, এর একটা নাম দিয়ে দিচ্ছি আইডি। আচ্ছা থাক, এটা দেওয়ার দরকার নেই। তো আমরা এবারে P2 তে একটা হোভার ইফেক্ট নিতে চাচ্ছি। সো উই উইল টেক দ্য হোভার ইফেক্ট হ্যাশ P2 কোলন হোভার দেন কার্সর পয়েন্টার। তো দেখুন এখনো যখন আমরা এটার উপরে মাউস ওভার করলাম তখন এটা কার্সর পয়েন্টার। আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে, তো আপনারা এবার দেখুন আমাদের এই ডিজাইনটা আর এই ডিজাইনটা অলমোস্ট সেম। তো আমরা আরেকটু কাজ করি, সেটা হলো মার্জিন টপ। তো এটার মার্জিন টপ ধরুন আমি 10 পিক্সেল নিচ্ছি। তো যদি আমরা 10 পিক্সেল নিই তাহলে খুব একটা চেঞ্জ আসছে না। তো এখানে ধরুন 20 পিক্সেল নিচ্ছি, তাহলে দেখুন তাতেও চেঞ্জ আসছে না। আচ্ছা, এখানে আমরা মার্জিন বটম, তো মার্জিন বটম এখানে ধরুন 20 পিক্সেল নিচ্ছি। আচ্ছা, আমাদের এইটুকুই যথেষ্ট। আচ্ছা এইটুকু, আর হ্যাঁ এখানে আমরা আরেকটু গ্যাপ তৈরি করতে পারি, সেটা হলো প্যাডিং লেফট। তো এটা ধরুন আমি 10 পিক্সেল করে দিচ্ছি। তো দেখুন আমাদের এটা অনেকটা এটার মতো হয়ে গেল। তো এবার আমাদের সেমভাবে এটাও ডিজাইন করতে হবে। তো এই জন্য আমরা যে কাজ করতে পারি সেটা হলো আমরা এই সেম ওয়েতে ওইটাও করতে পারি। তো এই জন্য আমরা আরেকটা পি ট্যাগ নিব, পি ট্যাগ, এবং এর একটা আইডি দিচ্ছি, আইডি এটা ধরুন P3 দিচ্ছি। তো এই সেম ওয়েতে আমরা আরেকটা কাজ করি। তো এখানে দেখুন আমাদের গুগল প্লে স্টোরের একটা ইমেজ, তো আমরা ইমেজটা নিব। তো এই জন্য আমরা একটা ইমেজ ট্যাগ নিচ্ছি। তো ইমেজ ট্যাগ নিয়ে এখানে সোর্সের ভেতরে ইমেজ দেন প্লে স্টোর, তো এর একটা নাম দিব। তো এর একটা নাম দিচ্ছি যে ইমেজ2। তো এবার যদি আমি সেভ করে রান করি তো দেখুন আমাদের এটা কিন্তু চলে আসলো। তো এরপরে আমাদের যে কাজ সেটা হলো আচ্ছা, তো আমাদের এই সব কিছু কিন্তু এ ট্যাগের ভেতরে রাখতে হবে, কারণ এখানে যখন আমরা ক্লিক করব তখন আমাদের যাতে এ পেজে চলে যায়। তো এরপরে আমি যে কাজটা করব সেটা হলো লেবেল, এই লেবেলটা নিব। তো এখানে আমি লিখব যে গেট ইট অন। তো আমাদের সেই কথাটা লিখতে হবে যে গেট ইট অন, গেট ইট অন, এবং এই লেভেলের একটা নাম দিব, এর একটা আইডি নেম দিচ্ছি যে লেভেল 5. So we are given the ID name as level 5 to identify it. So next one we will take the line break, then we will take the label ID, it is level 6, and it is that Google Play, Z Google Play. So Google Play. So now if we run it, let's see. So you can see it is randomly. So now we have to design it. So hash P3, it is float left, and it is also float left. Yes. So now we have to resize the image. So hash image2, it is width. So we have to change the image size. It is width about 50 pixel. তো আমরা এটা 50 পিক্সেল রাখছি। তো দেখুন আমাদের অনেকটা ছোট হয়ে গেল। তো তারপরে আমাদের যে কাজ সেটা হলো লেবেল নিতে হবে, হ্যাশ লেবেল। এখানে দেখুন যে লেবেল 5। তো আমরা লেবেল 5 নিয়ে কাজ করব। এটা আমরা ফ্লট, এটা আমরা লেফট করে দিচ্ছি। তো আমাদের আরেকটা কাজ করতে, ইমেজ, এটারও আমি ফ্লট, এটাও লেফট করে দিচ্ছি। তো দেখুন এবার আমাদের প্রবলেমটা কিন্তু সলভ হয়ে গেছে। তো এবার আমাদের যে কাজটা করতে হবে সেটা হলো গুগল প্লে, আচ্ছা এখানে P3, P1, P2, P3, হ্যাঁ। তারপরে আমাদের যে কাজ করতে হবে সেটা হলো হ্যাশ লেবেল 5, এটা আমি ফ্লট, এটা লেফট করে দিচ্ছি। আচ্ছা এটা লেভেল 5 হবে। আচ্ছা এটা আমাদের কিচ্ছু করা লাগবে না, জাস্ট এভাবে রাখতেছি। তা আমরা এখান থেকে যা যা কালার আছে সেগুলো আমরা কপি করে নিচ্ছি। কপি করে ইমেজ P3 এটাতে বসিয়ে দিচ্ছি। তো এবার দেখুন আমাদের কালার কিন্তু অলমোস্ট সেম। তো আমরা এবার যে কাজটা করব সেটা হলো আমাদের একটু গ্যাপ তৈরি করে দিব। তো এটার জন্য যে কাজ করব সেটা হলো মার্জিন লেফট। তো ধরুন আমি 10 পিক্সেল করে দিচ্ছি। তো এখানে একটু গ্যাপ দিচ্ছি। তো এরপরে আমাদের পি, এখানে রেডিয়াস, এগুলো ঠিক আছে। তো আমাদের এই কালারটা এবার একটু চেঞ্জ করতে হবে। তো এখানে আমরা এখানে কালার, এটা আমি হোয়াইট করে দিচ্ছি। তারপর এটারও কালার, এটা আমি হোয়াইট করে দিচ্ছি। কালার, এটা আমি হোয়াইট করে দিচ্ছি। তো দেখুন আমাদের কালার হোয়াইট হয়ে গেল। তারপর গুগল প্লে, এটার আমাদের উইডথটা একটু বাড়াতে হবে, হাইটটা। তো আমি ফন্ট সাইজ, এটার ফন্ট সাইজটা বাড়িয়ে ধরুন 24 পিক্সেল করে দিচ্ছি। তো দেখুন এটা অনেক বড় হয়ে গেল। আমাদের 23 পিক্সেল এনাফ। তো দেখুন আমাদের এটা আর এটা অলমোস্ট সেম, বাট এখানে একটু কালার, আমাদের ফন্ট ওয়েটটা একটু চেঞ্জ করতে হবে। তো আমি ফন্ট ওয়েট, এটা আমি বোল্ড করে দিচ্ছি। So so now you can see that it is changed. So now we have to make a little bit gap, and it is P2 margin left about 40 pixel. Let's see, it is moving a little bit. Yes, 30 will be enough. So now we can do another thing, padding. It is 6 pixel. This ever 8 pixel, sorry. So 7 pixel will be perfect for it. So let's see, no, 6 pixel will be perfect. Yes. So now you can see this option and this option is almost similar, but we have little bit big in size, but yes, we can change it. So we can change the width and it is 180. So let's see, this is perfect, and we will also make it 180. So now we are saving it. Let's see. Yes, it is perfect. So now we will margin left as 50 pixel. Yes, now it is perfect. So now we have to design this link inside about, blog, jobs, help, API, privacy, terms, top accounts, hashtag, location, this option, and this is very easier to you. You can easily do it. Now I'm going to do it. So let's get started. So these are hyperlinks. So when we'll click on about, it will take us to the about page. This is very similar. This is very simple. So we can do these things, and we will take another div tag. It will we will take another div tag for this section. All right, these are another section. So we will take another div tag, div, and we will give it a name, and it is div 4. So inside div tag we will take about 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 links. So let's do it. A1, A, here we will write down about, and here hash, and we will take the ID. We will take different ID. Here we have written A4, maximum A4. So here we'll take A5, and then another A tag, hash, so blog. So now we will write down these links consecutively. Let's write down. Jobs, then help. So then it is API. So then it is privacy. Then it is terms. Then we have to write down top accounts. Both are hyperlinks, so we will write down this like this: top accounts accounts. So then we will write hashtags, so then we will write down the locations. So it will be the capital letter. Yes, so now this section is done. So now we have to give everyone an ID, and it is A5. So we will give the same ID because they are same in size and same in design, and they have the same gap. That's why I'm giving the ID the same name, and it is A5 because both have the same design and same color and font, same font size. A5. So now let's see what happened. Yes, you can see these. So what I have to do, and it is we have to make a break tag so that it make a break. So now we will design div4 hash before it is margin top 50 pixel. Let's see. Yes, so if we use this margin, so we do not need to use this so much break tag, just one break tag will be enough. Now let's see what happened. So we have to change the margin top, it's about 100 pixel. Let's see. Yes, but we have a mask gap, so we have to take margin, yes, margin top about 200 pixel will be enough. Yes, so we have taken 200, so not 200, 160 pixel will be enough. Let's see, it is perfect, but 170 will be perfect. Yes, so now we have to make the design like this. So first of all we have to take hash a5, so we will change text decoration as none, so the underline will be removed. So you can see there is no underline. Yes, so next we have to change the color like this. So আমরা কালারটা চেঞ্জ করব। তো আমরা যে কালারটা দিতে চাচ্ছি সেটা হলো হ্যাশ প্রথমে আমরা কালার এই প্রপার্টিস নিব। we will take this color properties and it is hash 8e 8e. Yes, you can see the color has been changed. So now we have to take this from here to middle of this page. So আমরা একটা কাজ করি, সেটা হলো আমরা মার্জিন এই যে d4, so we can take margin left and about 300 pixel. So we have to take more, and it is 400 pixel, so it will be perfect. So now we have to take margin left about 20 pixel. Yes, you can see this huge gap, but we can take the font size. Yes, font size, it's about 18 pixel. Now if I save it, you can see the change. Then I will take some break tag for gap. Yes, here we have taken a lot of margin left. 70 will be perfect. Yes, so our you can see our this links has been done. So now we will have to move on to the next part. It is what it is. It is the option of the language. So we have to do it. Let's do it. So after taking it, we will take some break. Two break will be enough. Then we will take a select option where we can select any kind of language options. So we will take this tag select. It will help us to take option. Its name is languages and ID languages. So inside it we will write down the take option, and it is English. Then we will take so many options according to our need. Bengali, then we will take another option, and it is Hindi, and here we will write down Hindi. Then we will write down another option, and it is Urdu. Here we will write down Urdu, and we will take the capital letter Urdu. Then we will take another option. So now this is how we can make so many options according to our need. Yes, here you can see that here we have lot of options, but we are just taking a few of options like this. But if we need, we can take so many options like that, hundreds, thousands of options like this. So now we have to design it. Here we can see this so many border all over the English, this option, but here you can't see any border. So let's do it. So first of all, we have to choose it, languages, and it is border 1 pixel solid, this color, কারণ আমাদের বডির যে কালার, এখানে যদি আমরা if we match the body color and the border color same, then the border will be hidden. Let's see. Sorry, এখানে maybe I have made a mistake. Languages, yes, I missed a, languages, yes. Now if I run it, let's see. Now you can see the option. Now this one and this one is almost similar. Now I have to change the color, and we will keep the color as color. No, we don't want to do it. So we have to do it inside this tag option, this one. Yes. So now if we do it, let's see. Yes, sorry. So we have to write down this color properties inside this, and we have to take the font size about 18 pixel. Sorry, we have taken so much, so 16 pixel will be enough for us. Yes, so English, here you can see the English. So this one we have to put it just under help. So we have to take the margin left about 200 pixel. So if we do it, yes, now you can see it is inside the help, this one, and we have to take another break tag. So we have to take down, yes, and if we take another break, now this will be perfect. Yes, English. So now the option is here. So now we have to write down this option, that this copyright 2021 Instagram from Facebook. So we will copy it. Now we will write down this option, and it is, we will take a label tag. Inside label tag we will paste it. To write down the copyright symbol, we have a shortcut, and it is and copy, then semicolon. Now you can see, yes, it is perfect. So now we have to give it ID name to design it, and we will give the ID name as label 7. So for the label 7, we have to write down the CSS code label 7, and it is color. Sorry, we have to just, we can choose this color, and font size about 17 pixel. Let's see. Yes, this is perfect. So now we have to make a little bit of space. To make a space, we have to take this margin left, it's about 20 pixel. So yes, so now you can see our design is done. Now just compare it. It is our final design. Now we have to compare this design with the original design. So this is the original design, and this is the design we have just designed, we have just made. This is the replica of the Instagram login page we have just designed. So এভাবে আমরা খুবই সহজে, this is how we can easily design any kind of page, login or any total web page just using HTML and CSS. So now you can see this is the replica and this is the original. So this is just about similar. There is no such difference. You can easily identify that which is the correct one. See, so this is how you can easily design the Instagram login page using HTML and CSS. So this is our project code, and from here it is the HTML code we have written, and for the CSS, I mean for the design purposes, we have write down the code from here and from here. So this is very simple. Maybe you're thinking that there are about 300 lines of code, about 250 lines of code, but it is not very hard because I have just used as simple code as I can. You can easily do it. So I hope you understood that how we can easily design the Instagram login page using HTML and CSS. So I hope you understand how can we do it. So I hope you enjoyed my video. If my video is helpful for you, please like, comment and share. And if you are new on my channel, please subscribe my channel and share it to your friends. So that's all for today. We will come to you again with an interesting topic. Till then, stay safe, stay healthy and pray for me. So goodbye for today.